So this is XAUUSD, also known as gold. Analysis for Friday the 8th of December. So let's just have a look at what happened with prices and where they might likely go. So we have seen our highs up in at 12.96. We've posted lower highs in around 12.84. Posted another lower high in around 12.76. Again, we've come down in towards this 12.63. We did have a move to the upside. The move was punctuated by these weak candles. As you can see, small bodies to these candles, somewhat indecisive. We've seen a breakdown and a test of that 12.63. So that's where we closed the analysis for the previous session. And we were in this consolidation. So we were either going to see a break or a breakdown from where we are. So what we did see was we did see a breakdown of prices. And we did head down towards that 12.51.43. We didn't see much of a reaction on that 12.41.43. So after which we did mention the far end of range being around 12.43. Now, prices didn't come down to 12.43. Instead, we came down to 12.44, and we have seemed to have found support in around at 12.44. This might just be a case of the market just becoming somewhat oversold, because it was a strong, persistent trend from 12.63, so it's $20 or so, which is a pretty volatile move on the XAUUSD on a well, in a daily context. So more recently, anyway. So in the most recent, due to volatility more recently, $20 move is a pretty sizable move. So we didn't quite get down to 12.43. So again, we are seeing a bit of retracement. So we could potentially see retracement all the way up to 12.51.43. We'll see how prices react. If we do see a negative reaction, further breakdown in prices for a true test of that 12.43. If, however, we do break above 12.43, again, the very next level that we are looking at is 12.63. I can't imagine prices going all the way up to 12.63 before NFP. And as I've just mentioned it, we do have non-farm payrolls in regards to the United States. And as this is gold against the US dollar, if we do have a strong non-farm payroll, we'll see further selling of gold. Well, we have had quite a lot of selling so far. We've had quite a lot of selling so far, so we might not get as strong a reaction unless we do have something the market doesn't expect in regards to NFP. So potentially see a move up to 51.43, beyond which we're looking for prices to test 12.63. Again, from 12.63, potential sell side momentum, 51 potential sell side momentum. Now, if we do turn around from where we are at present, or we do turn around at 12.51, again, we'll be looking to see prices test 12.43, a break from which we're looking at 12.32 essentially. We've got 12.33 marks actually. About 12.32, that's the next level that we are looking at here, especially if we break below this 12.43. We're currently at 12.48, so we've had a $5 retracement so far. So break down to 12.32, and beyond 12.32, if volatility allows, we've got the very next level. We've got it marked out on the charts. Is all the way down at 12.14. But we'll see how prices behave in around at 12.24, 12.25. We'll see how prices behave around 12.24, 12.25 if we do see a breakdown of prices, and if volatility allows. If we do trade below 12.32, we'll be looking for that 12.24 level. Now, I've mentioned levels to the upside and to the downside in light of the most recent trend being to the downside. We have seen a retracement. Might be the case of the market being oversold. So move up towards at 12.51 to possibly 12.56 before we see NFP, which could potentially see prices trend downwards and head towards that 12.32, possibly 12.24. If, however, we do trade above this 12.63, if we do get a negative non-farm payrolls, again, we'll be targeting 12.70, beyond that 12.76, and eventually 12.79. If volatility allows, currently we're at 12.48, so I can't imagine we'll get much beyond, say, 12.79. Yes, I can't imagine us getting beyond 12.79, so the upper end of the range could be capped at 12.76. Now, let's just have a look at the daily chart before wrapping up here on the XAUUSD. So if you head over to the daily chart on XAUUSD, we can see here the candle I've mentioned. I did say it was a sizable candle just there. Pretty sizable candle in the context of the most recent trend. As we can see here, we did mention, let's just guess this. Let's get a scale out here. Here we are. So we did mention we've had our highs there, we've had a lower high, we've had this move to the upside, but it was somewhat weak. The reason I did say it was weak was due to the fact that we've had a series of I just marked this line just there. We had a series of bullish and bearish candles. Somewhat prices were oscillating. It was in a smooth trend, as I'm just pointing out here on the charts, where we have seen smooth trends in the market more recently. It wasn't a smooth trend by any stretch. We did see a weak move to the upside. We have capped it off at 12.96. We have seen a breakdown of prices. We have broken down below this 12.63, below the 200 and 400 period moving average. We do have a strong candle closing, pretty sizable candle closing to near the lows. So again, we could see further retracement before we get further upside, further retracement before we see further downside momentum. And again, we're looking to see how price reacts around these 12.32 and 14. If we do a breakdown from this 12.32, again, we have to be aware of 12.24, 12.25. But ultimately, we are looking for the major levels being in around that 12.14 and 12.32. Now, with that said, we've mentioned all the levels. We've mentioned everything we need to mention here on this daily chart. And we've mentioned the previous trend, the breakdowns below supports. We've mentioned where the supports are. So that should conclude everything that's in regards to the XAUUSD. So thanks for watching.